Hello everybody, this is Chris Dwayne from ChrisDwayneSilverShieldCoins.com. Every week I release 2 new mini mintages that go up in value over time. These proof coins are available for 1 week only over at ChrisDwayneSilverShieldCoins.com. It's been a long time since I've been on YouTube. It's probably been about 3 or 4 years. I used to run The Greatest Truth Never Told on YouTube, and I had 173,000 subscribers, and I put up a video that had a naked lady in it, and it blew up the whole channel. 4,000 videos, over a decade's worth of work, all because I was stupid. I put up a picture I didn't think that was up there, and that's what it was. So I ended up losing all of that, and it's drastically affected my life, my business. I've been really hesitant even about coming back doing this again because it was just a big, huge labor of love. I hope that in time that this channel will grow to be bigger than the YouTube channel that I originally had before. Mainly because I think the time is now. For 14 years that I've been ministering this mission that I've been on by myself, silver has not done what I said it was going to do. And now today, December 1st, it's over almost $59 an ounce, which is far beyond what most people were thinking that they would be happy with if they got a good return on their investment over time. For 14 years, I've been out here preaching a singular focus to stack physical silver as the only means of transferring your wealth from this paradigm to the next paradigm. And for 14 years, all the wind has been taken up by everything from Bitcoin to Trump to Elon to the dollar or whatever. Everything else, gold, everything else got to go into an everything bubble except for silver. Now silver's finally breaking free of the manipulation that's going on here. And I think what we're going to end up having is not that silver's going to have an orderly rise in price, that we're going to end up having a period where silver sells out globally. It sells out overnight. All the cheap silver sold, and then it is in the strongest hands. And I see it happening in 3 phases. One, on eBay, the smallest microcosm of the physical silver market can be found on eBay, and I think Silver Shield is even the smallest part of that microcosm. So Silver Shield on eBay will be the first silver to become unobtainium, meaning that it won't be available for any price out there, that all the Silver Shield will be in the hands of the strongest individuals who will see this transition from this paradigm of a debt-based generational Ponzi scheme into what I believe is going to be at the end of the everything bubble, which is a silver standard. A silver standard would regain all the power back to, I believe, the people that belongs to, and it would be a hyperinflation that would happen in a single asset. I don't think that we could have a global hyperinflation happen in a day. But I think that's what Judgment Day is going to be, that the silver market is going to break free of all of its manipulation, that all the silver in the world will be sold out, all the silver supplies. I tell people to stay away from silver mining stocks, because when this happens, when silver becomes as big as I say it's going to be, there's going to be massive amount of taxation, regulation, strikes, coups, and nationalizations that are going to seize the assets of all the silver mines all over the world. Watch and see what will happen. And that will shut down silver supply at a time when the technology demand of this strategic metal becomes apparent. We're going to have massive amount of new demand for silver from the technology sector, especially like Elon Musk's future that he's building. He needs solar power to do all this stuff. Well, solar doesn't happen without silver. So silver is going to become the most critical strategic metal of all time. And even owning Silver Shield protects your silver, because when they did confiscate gold during the 1930s, they didn't confiscate numismatic gold, meaning that if there was silver that was worth more than the underlying asset, it was exempt from being confiscated. Not that I think that we're going to have a confiscation crisis, but it's just something else to think about, that Silver Shield protects your silver because it goes up in numismatic value faster than the underlying silver. We've already had triple-digit silver over on eBay for a lot of our Silver Shield coins. We actually had a Bitcoin 2014 BitCon that I did reach $500. And these are numbers that I think are infinitesimal compared to the global hyperinflation that's going to end up having to happen overnight. So I'm back on YouTube. It's called the Singularity of Truth, mainly because I think that the everything bubble is going to pop. Silver is going to be seen as this singular element, that my message that I've been bringing for 14 years will finally get heard, and we're going to sell out silver globally, and it's going to lead to a silver standard, a silver age, a silver kingdom, that silver is going to be the capital to create newfound wealth on the other side of this global generational debt-based fiat Ponzi collapse. So if you're interested in keeping this message alive, definitely come here and subscribe. I definitely want to get back onto YouTube and kind of shape the message that we're seeing right now. Today's a big day where silver's up, almost 4% and Bitcoin's down 6%. I believe that Bitcoin is an NSA, U.S. government created monetary bioweapon to track, trace, trap, and map all criminality, and that Bitcoin's ultimate value will be a negative value liability, where once you consider the civil asset forfeiture, international money laundering, and tax evasion that are implicit with these crypto schemes and the Ponzi schemes that are involved with it, that it'll end up costing you more than what you've invested in silver or more than in Bitcoin. So get out of cryptocurrencies while you can before AI starts going through all this and creating all these lawsuits and a big RICO trial. I'm sure that this cryptocurrency gives a great map to all the law enforcement to see the true money flows behind all the criminality that's going on there. And that would end up being the biggest RICO case, the largest transference of wealth that you'll ever see. So we're end up going to see what I believe is going to be a triple default of the LBMA, the COMEX, and the Shanghai, that we're going to end up selling out all global silver supplies overnight. And I think that it's going to start in the very small microcosm of Silver Shield on eBay. That's going to freak out the Reddit silver stackers and all the other silver stackers out there to go out and go buy up all the online silver. And then we're going to have the triple default, where it's going to be the LBMA, the COMEX, and the Shanghai, where suddenly all these paper traders, and I think there's over 365 ounces of paper silver traded for each physical ounce of silver. So all we need is one or two paper traders to stand up for delivery, and it's going to get rid of all the silver out there. So the price of silver wouldn't rise so fast that they would end up actually just selling out. I don't think that we're going to have an orderly price rise of even max limit up silver, because it's so manipulated down. It should be at least $1,800 an ounce in my recollection right now. I think, or at least $4,000 an ounce. A 1-to-1 gold to silver ratio is ultimately what I think that's going to end up happening on Judgment Day. When this all gets played out, silver is going to be massively revalued over gold, because it's going to have 10,000 industrial uses that gold doesn't have. There is 6 times less silver above ground in vaults than there is gold. There's actually like oceans of gold. And if you think about it, all the gold that's ever been mined throughout all time in history has been used and treasured as treasure and kept in vaults and not really consumed in any commercial industrial uses, and that all the gold that's ever been mined is still floating around in vaults. That's not the same that's going on with silver right now. Silver's in a 7-year deficit now, where we've consumed more silver than we've actually been mining. We're eating through the entire silver stockpiles of all that's ever been mined through on Earth, and it's being depleted because the price of silver is too low, that they manipulated it down, and it's getting used and abused as an industrial metal instead of treated as a truly precious metal, probably the most precious metal, the one that has 10,000 industrial uses, the one that has more patents associated with it than all the other metals combined. Silver is the most strategic metal, and I've been talking about it for 14 years, and I've been censored into a sandbox where for over 4 years I was trapped at 173,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel The Greatest Truth Never Told. until that channel blew up. Now I'm coming back as the Singularity of Truth, starting all over again from the bottom. But I have a very powerful message that's going to transmit way beyond their powers to control me here. This is a time that has been coming for a long time. It's going to be the single largest event, I believe, in human history. The transference of wealth from the gold men to the silver shields is ultimately what I see happening. A silver jubilee would have silver go up so much in value that, you know, one coin could pay off a mortgage or a student loan, because that's what you saw in the hyperinflation in Venezuela, and this one's going to be a global one that's going to happen all at once. So I believe that this is the time to be all in on physical silver. If you like my message and you want to help support it, go to ChrisDuaneSilverShieldCoins.com. Thank you.